In this session, we'll be looking at how work groups or labor levels are configured in the Novatime system. These are the work groups that employers identify as needed either for allocating work hours for payroll or for reporting purposes. Organizations typically identify groups such as company, budget numbers, department, division, position, or title. Novatime has the capability to allocate up to 20 different work groups, but the number of groups available to you often depends upon your payroll provider. These group levels are not in a hierarchy, rather each level stands alone. Novatime does have the ability to create group linkage, however. Linkage can be used to say that if someone is in a specific cost center, then a specific subset of identified positions can be linked only for that cost center. Your implementation consultant can discuss group linkage in detail with you and determine if this is a feature that would be helpful in your configuration. Once group levels are identified, items within each group need to have a group code and a group description. The code can be a combination of up to 20 letters and numbers. In this example, 13120 is GURA and 15152 is Finance Accounting. Within each group, an unlimited number of items can be created. For example, you may have 3 companies with 30 locations and 400 job titles. Once the group levels have been identified, populating each group can be done via import. As business needs change, you can create new items within each group. However, changing or rearranging the group levels themselves is a difficult task after timesheet data has been created in the database. Let's look at how this group information is used on a timesheet. On this timesheet, we have Gladys, a non-exempt employee who punches in and out every day. Gladys's home job class code is 1456, Customer Service Representative. She is assigned to the CEO's office and her project level is unassigned. If Gladys works in a different position or was assigned to a specific project for a day or a week, that time could be captured on the timesheet. This information can then be sent with the payroll file as needed. If it's not needed in the payroll file, then the information can be used for reporting and analysis purposes. In the discovery document, you'll be asked whether employees will transfer on this group. Often employees will be assigned to a home or default job, but will occasionally work in another job. For example, a lifeguard who also works as a swim instructor. Another example is an employee who is assigned to work in one location but may fill in at another location. For example, they usually work in the tool room but are assigned to work in the paint room this week. For this section of the discovery document, first make a list of all your group levels. Then, within each group, list out the code and a description for each item. For this section of the discovery document, make a list of all of your group levels, and then within each group, list out the code and a description for each item. It is helpful if your codes follow the same format. Here's an example of the list of division codes and names. Notice that each code has the same format, 2 letters and 2 digits. Once you have determined your core labor levels and identified all the items that will be listed within each level, create a CSV or an XLS file for each labor level to be created and imported into your database. Careful design of work groups will allow your solutions consultant to configure and map them correctly to your payroll system requirements.